Hello everyone, it's Gabriela from the sea and welcome back to my channel. This tutorial is how to do a pop art Wonder Woman. It's simple but it takes a little time just because the stuff has to be really clean and it's very symmetrical, but it's not, it doesn't require any fancy stuff. It's pretty simple. You barely use like any products at all. So if you want to learn how to do this process, then keep on watching. Starting off, I'm using the Sephora collection liquid lipstick in number 96. This is a red liquid lipstick and I'm using this for the star. Honestly, for the star, the easiest and best thing to use is a lipstick, either the liquid or cream, just because it has the best pigment. And then you want to clean off the edges using some full cover foundation. At this point, the edges doesn't have to be perfect, don't have to be perfect, because the gold is going to go around and the star is also going to have a black outline, so the edges don't have to be perfect. Now that you have the star as perfect as possible, then I'm going to outline it with a black eyeliner, a pencil, or you can use also a black liquid liner. I find that lines are easier to do straight if you use a pencil. Honestly, if you're very OCD about the star being perfect, just use a star sticker, like a red sticker or a star stencil, and just do the gold first and then use the star as a stencil. As my base for the gold, I'm using the Aqua Excel Makeup Forever paint, color paint. It's in a gold color. It's kind of like a champagne or rose gold, if you may. And I'm using that kind of like as a liner. And then on top, I'm priming as my base with glitter glue so the eyeshadow really sticks. And I'm doing that all over my forehead. Then I'm using the prism palette and I'm using the shade Pyramid, which is like a gold. It's like pure gold. And I'm using that as my base. For me, a lighter, more yellow complexion, you can barely see it. So this is just a base. I'll have to mix it in with some other gold that is more orange or bronze to be able to see it. If you're like black or darker skin, I don't think you would need to pair it up with something else, but I do just because of my skin color. On top of Pyramid, I'm using the shade Adorn from the Subculture palette, which is definitely more of a bronzy, orange, brown kind of color. And then you can now really see the difference versus just the Pyramid shade alone. And now that you have the gold laid down, you're gonna line the outline with black eyeliner or black liquid liner, if you may. I like a bolder look, so I always do the stuff with like pencil rather than liquid liner. Also, I find that liquid liner gets damaged when you use it on top of eyeshadows and creams, so don't do that. Will take some time to get it perfect, but once you do, just prime your face. I use the Smashbox Primerizer, which is a primer and moisturizer combined. And on top of that, I'm using the Glow stick from Marc Jacobs. And it's kind of like what I'm using to prep my skin. I feel like Wonder Woman would have the most dewy, glowy, perfect skin. So that's why I'm taking all the steps into preparation to lay my foundation. Now I'm using the Peach Perfect foundation. This foundation is awesome. I use it because it has a demi-matte finish, but it dries matte throughout the day, so it's really good. It does set in the creases, but it's okay if you use like eyeshadow primer on your laugh lines. Now I use the Anastasia dipbrow to lay the shapes of my eyebrows. I feel like Wonder Woman would have really thin and nice eyebrows, so I'm doing my eyebrows very thin this time. Once you have the shape that you desire, then you're gonna correct the outside with foundation or concealer to make the eyebrow shape really perfect. And then I'm going on top of my eyebrows with Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D just to make them black and crisp. Pop art is very characterized by having very pronounced eyebrows. For this instance, Wonder Woman would have her eyebrows really black. And of course, pop art also has a very snatched winged liner. Then for my waterline, I'm using white eyeshadow. Usually you would use a pencil, but I don't have a white pencil at the moment. So yeah, this is another option. Just wet your eyeshadow and then you can use it on your waterline. Outline your lash line, outer lash line with tattoo liner, and also draw some cartoony eyelashes on the bottom of your outer V to give your eyes that cartoony expressive look. So this is one of the other steps that really distinguishes pop art makeup from everything else. You would accent sort of like the curves of your face with liquid liner, because that is sort of supposed to resemble the way the characters look in the comic books. You can see sort of where the shadow goes and where the chin has like a strong shadow and or the nose, the profile of the nose has very strong shadows or lines. So the pop art translates that into accenting that with liquid liner. Next, I use my Anastasia contour kit to contour my face. It's what I always use. And I'm contouring one side of my nose particularly more than the other one to give it that more depth and more artistry to the face. Next, I'm using the Norvina palette and I'm using the shade. I use the shade Dreamer as a highlight, and honestly it's like the most awesome highlight ever because it's like creamier and powderier than, let's say, your Opal from Becca. Like it applies like with barely a touch. It's like amazing. It's probably because you're not supposed to use it as a highlight, but I don't care. It's awesome. I feel like Wonder Woman would have a highlight gleaming for the gods, okay? And then to start the lips, I'm gonna use the SEPHORA number 96 from the liquid lipstick collection. Now I'm outlining with a black eyeliner. You can use eyeliner or lip liner, it's pretty much the same. I think that anything you can put on your eyes, you can put everywhere else. So yeah. So for this step, you're gonna take your liquid liner and you're gonna go from inside out to kind of accent what would be like the wrinkles of your lips. And that kind of gives them that pop arty look. And then you use white liner or face paint to add the shine that would go on your lips. And this is really the technique of making pop art lips. And that's it, you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a look that I have always wanted to do, and I hope you guys like it. Comment and subscribe to my channel. Please show some love, and thank you for watching.